Good morning, everybody. I'm going to wait for people to come in, do a little bit of chat while we see who is around this morning. So excited to be here. We have a ton of things to go through, and I have, again, the cat who's crashing our lives. So I may be a little distracted, just making sure that he doesn't knock anything over. I try and log him out, but he actually knows how to open the door. He jumps up, grabs the doorknob, pulls down. Good morning. Good morning, Philippa. Jitterbug. Lakhvirk. We have not seen you here before. Welcome. Welcome to everybody who is new and everybody who shows up almost every weekend to hang out with me. It's kind of my favorite time of the day. So thanks for being here. I have so many questions to get through today, and also want to show you a couple of new things which are very exciting for us at Beauty Pie. And also, I thought while we wait for people to come in, hey Steph Sam, and I want to thank Georgie for helping me today. She's going to moderate for us and answer questions because I can't do that and talk at the same time. Let me just find her. Excuse me. Oh, there she is. All right. Thank you, Georgie. All right, and she is one of our skincare experts, and you can always book an appointment with her also if you don't know what to use on your face. And also, she is incredible with makeup, so she can Zoom with you and match all your makeup for you if you would like. Good morning from Glasgow, Pat Liv 111. Hey, Elsie Bells, nice to see everybody. Gosh, we are busy. I'm Jitterbug 99. You know I always say these so you don't have to worry if you have to go. I always find it's a little bit easier for people to start a little bit later. I was doing these super early lives, and it seems like, Eliana KY. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to break that up, but good morning and welcome to your very first session. So let's get started. I just want to start by showing you something, and one of the reasons I started Beauty Pie. I think there are several. One was to get all of us the same kind of access to the really good stuff that comes out of so many amazing global labs that people in the industry have. So, Allison, if you want to book a consultation, Georgie is going to help you. So see Allison Co, I think. Georgie, can you please help Allison Co book a consultation? But, you know, I was at one of our suppliers, and I remember leaving the supplier and having this incredible bag of samples. And they, of course, for me, they were all free. And I knew if I was going to buy them, they would be much, much cheaper than buying them at retail. And I remember thinking, God, I wish everybody I knew could come here with me because all of my friends would really love this. And that's kind of one of the reasons that I started. I also found myself in an airport once in Hong Kong going off to my footwear factory because some of you may know I also have a company called FitFlop. And Laura P. Jones lay in with us. Yes. And I remember that I was shocked at the price of a moisturizer in the Hong Kong airport and thought, I'm not paying that. That's ridiculous. Because it had been so long since I'd had to buy my own beauty products, I didn't realize how crazy the retail prices were. The comments are covering my face. Let me go get some shoes on and I'm going to stand up tall. You know what? I'm going to put on these. Because these also give you a little bit of height. And then the comments won't cover my face. Okay, here I go. Better. All right. So, it was really those two things. It was like, number one, God, wouldn't everybody who loves beauty products, as much as I love beauty products, I know there are millions of us, love to be able to have that insider access and not be paying the crazy markups that come with all of the layers in the retail industry. And then the second part of it was really going to the labs and realizing that most of the work on a lot of beauty products, especially not necessarily skincare, because we really start and we will formulate our skincare from scratch because we don't find there's enough that comes from labs that's actually active enough. It's just not what they do. They're usually formulating to a really low price point. And we have what you call relatively low price points, but it's not because we don't use a lot of products and a lot of actives in our in our products is because we don't mark the product up 100 times before it gets to you. But I want to show you because I actually just received a box from one of our supplier labs yesterday, and I didn't have time to open it last night, so I opened it this morning, and I just want to show you so you have an idea of how products come in from suppliers as sort of here's what you could launch to your customers. So they will send boxes like this out to hundreds of brands, and I'm going to cover the supplier names so that nobody gets upset with me. But products will come like already. Maybe I can't do this. I kind of want to show you, but okay. Product will come like this, and it will be it will be called X, and it's already packaged and it's already formulated, and you can test it and tweak it. And very often, because these labs that we work with are really the leading labs, they're incredible. A lot of the stuff that you receive is already amazing. Again, not skincare, but a lot of makeup, a lot of cosmetics that we receive. And I'll give you another example. So you may have tried the Triple Beauty Luminizing Wand, and that product is a product that we received from a lab, basically in a tube. It wasn't this color, but it was this shape. It was pretty much the same exact product, and we tinted it. And they sell this product to quite a few luxury brands. And we tinted the tube and put Beauty Pie on it. And we don't think that we deserve an enormous amount of markup for doing that. Of course, we have to buy many thousands of them to get them to you for a lower price. But the lab does a lot of the work, and they don't get so much credit for it. Now, not to say that product development is not really complicated. I mean, you don't know, you probably do know, but product development can be very, very complicated. So, for instance, something like the James Molloy eyeshadow palette, which you can see I love and use, and I'm panning on 2 of those colors already. This is a little more complicated because you have to get the pans that fit into the right platform here, and then you got to spec which mirror you want. You have to decorate and you have to choose the colors, and we always get a great makeup artist to choose our colors, and that requires quite a lot more detail in terms of the effort that goes into it. Our product development people work really, really hard, but a lot of the formulation, especially in makeup, is done by the labs. And I just thought, wow, there's so much extra cost added on to products after they leave the lab when they're pretty much finished. It doesn't really make sense. So can I turn the comments off? I'm going to turn the comments off. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I can't see any of your comments. And that's one of the reasons I started Beauty Pie. I thought, you know what? We're all happy to buy directly from these labs, or at least from a warehouse that consolidates all these fantastic products. And why pay those crazy retail markups if you don't have to? Now, interestingly enough, I'm just going to put this down because I've got so many products to go through. Interestingly enough, some people do not want memberships. And I think it's just, I guess, an aversion to being tied into something. Our membership is super affordable, so you can actually save the cost of an annual membership when you buy one face cream. So it doesn't really make sense, but not everybody is rational. So some people do actually shop at our typical prices. And the typical prices, when you look at like what we say our product is comparative to. So you'll see a typical price, or just a price on the page if you're not logged in as a member. And what we've done is we go out and we look at our formulation. We also look at the cost of goods leaving the factory. And then we either multiply that cost of goods like any brand would, to get to a retail price, because that's normally what happens in the cosmetic industry. Or we compare it with other products on the market which are of a similar quality, if we can find them. Can't always find them, which is interesting, but that's what we do. We do incredible quality. So that's how we reach our typical prices. So if for some reason you just don't want to do a membership and you want to shop at the normal prices like you would shop in any retailer, you are more than welcome to do that as well. I never really recommend it because, again, you can save the cost of an annual membership by buying one product. It doesn't make much sense, but we know everybody has different emotions and different rationality. And so shop however you want. We have amazing, amazing products across the spectrum, from skincare, where I am really the expert, to cosmetics, where we have a team of experts working on not only the colors, the formulations with the different labs, testing. I mean, here, I'll show you what I'm also testing right now. We had a whole bunch of eyeliner and lip liner pencils come in. And we literally receive things like this. And then we have to test them all to see, are there any that are better than the one that we already have? If so, which one is that? And then, we test them across our whole product development team. We may choose some of our members and ask if they will also test things for us once we get things in. I think we're about to do that with a body cream, which is neck and neck in terms of which fragrance we want to use in it. So literally stuff is coming to us all day like this from the best labs in the world, and then we get to choose from them. And then we get, we have to buy a lot of it and put it in the warehouse to be able to get you the same prices that a big beauty company would get you. So there's a lot of investment that goes into that. But then you're able to access things for, instead of 12 times the cost of goods, it might be like 3 times or 2.5 times, depending on how many other steps went into bringing it to market for you. So I hope that makes sense for anybody who's new here. And again, if you're not a member, you can shop at the regular prices. I think there is a welcome 15 code. So you can go in and just try 1 or 2 things and type in welcome 15, you get a 15% discount. But membership is the way. And even now with the cost of living crisis, who wants to be paying full retail? For everything that we've got and everything that we source. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to just get right down to it. Just want to remind everyone, if you're new here and you don't know what I'm talking about with ABC+SPF or YABC+SPF, please look ABC+SPF up on our blog and read the article about it. Just a reminder for all of us who are ABC+SPFing, which we all should be, okay, that now is not the time to get slack. We promised ourselves, I think sometime in September, that we were going to use our ABC+SPF system every day or YABC+SPF system every day until, I believe it was December 25th, at which point we were going to give ourselves a week off if we wanted to. But why? And so make sure you are on it and do not run out of your supplies. Okay, now just a quick reminder, because I know there's some new people here, but I know there are a lot of diehards here. And for those of you who are diehards, you can get your coffee during this moment and then come back. But for everybody who's new, okay, our in-house consultant dermatologist, who is Dr. Andrew Markey, amazing, brilliant man, recommends for beautiful, healthy, fabulous skin, okay? And of course, if you have a few lines and wrinkles, it doesn't matter. If you have a little bit of loss of elasticity, that doesn't matter, either. We want to look as good as we can. And he says, to look as good as we can, what we need to do, of course, there's cleansing and exfoliating, right? Those basics. And we have, of course, on Beauty Pie, amazing cleansers, lots of exfoliators. But the key to really beautiful, fabulous, healthy skin, where you're fighting any possible aging effect, is using vitamin A, which is super retinol. I have a whole range of super retinols that I'm going to describe how to start with those if you're not on it yet, but you cannot use retinol if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. So you would use bakuchiol instead, which is in the plantastic oil, okay? You're going to use, vitamin A, the super retinol, use every night. Vitamin B, which is niacinamide, or niacinamide super drops, you would use morning or night, up to you. Vitamin C, every morning. Every single morning, vitamin C as an antioxidant also brightens, but incredible for stopping the sun from damaging your skin as well. And then you must use SPF every single morning. Okay, so my particular routine, I will share that with you. And it is, of course, ABC, SPF, and I just run out of my Youth Bomb serum, which I also use every morning. And now I drop into my Youth Bomb cream every night. So I'm going to grab my empty because I keep a basket of empties to remind myself what I need to reorder. Excuse me. So, okay, in the morning, I will generally wash with Dr. Glycolic Cleanser maybe 2 times a week, just to kind of do a glycolic exfoliation. I usually use it in the shower. And sometimes I will use it with a face cleansing brush, or I will pump a little bit of the foamy face wash into it and kind of do that. And that, otherwise, I actually don't wash my face in the morning. I will, however, use the Uber Youth Mist, the microbiome or probiome mist, which is amazing just for resetting the microbiome of your skin. And it's great for skin that is a little bit sensitive after you exfoliate, especially with the glycolic. This is amazing. And it's also incredible for aging skin. So if you don't have a mist that you use yet, you're looking for something to use after cleansing and then before all of your active serums, highly, highly, highly recommend. Obsessed with that one. Okay, then, in the morning, I use my Super Drops, niacinamide. That's your vitamin B. Okay, so the niacinamide Super Drops are your vitamin B. And then I will use the Superdose C, as you can see, also getting down to the very last drops. And I've put a different dropper on the top. I'm experimenting with that. Normally it just has a dropper that goes in and out. So I use that in the morning. Okay, that first. That actually, first use the Uber Youth Mist. Then vitamin B, Super Drops niacinamide. Vitamin C, Super Drops C-Sweet Rapid Action Power Brightener, or you have another option on your vitamin C, which a lot of people love. Sorry for the noise. Where is it? I sometimes use them too, but now I can't find them. The capsules. Found them. Hang on. Here. Vitamin C capsules. So you can also use that as your vitamin C. Something just fell on my foot. Don't know what it is. Okay, so you can use those capsules. Okay, odd, something's going on. I think we still are good here. Okay, so then you will use a moisturizer. Okay, you can choose any moisturizer for your particular skin type. If you don't know which one to use, ask Georgie. But there are descriptions of each one. For winter, you want to go a little bit richer because you need to add more moisture and more oil into your barrier. Sometimes if I know this is like doubling up on the vitamin C, but sometimes I actually use the Superdose Vitamin C moisturizer because I'm quite oily. This is relatively light. There is more vitamin C in there, which is a lot of vitamin C. It's not hurting. But there are also a fantastic number of great moisturizers. And another one that, where is it? I usually have it here. I have so many things out to show you that sometimes if I could show you it's actually embarrassing. This is also fantastic morning moisturizer, triple hyaluronic acid. It has Idea Lift in it. It's a deep moisture miracle cream with plumping Idea Lift and exopolysaccharides. Some people who have very, very dry skin are actually also using the Youth Balm cream, which, as you can see, I have not put the lid back on properly after using it last night, but that's an amazing moisture cream if you're very dry in the morning as well. And then you must use SPF. Must. Every morning, must. So, ABC SPF, okay? You can also, if you're a little over the top, like I am, mix that niacinamide and your vitamin C, if you're using the drops, into Youth Balm serum. As you can see, I need a new one. Or you can use Youth Balm serum in the evening. It's all kind of up to you, but the key thing is that you've got that vitamin B, you've got that vitamin C, you've got the SPF in the morning, and then in the evening, okay, you must use a retinol, okay, unless you're pregnant or breastfeeding. And the retinol could be a moisturizer, so super retinol, if you're just starting out, you start with the super retinol nighttime moisturizer. If you want to then kind of graduate to something a little bit stronger, you would move into the super retinol high dose booster, okay? Or you could also move up to layering the super retinol ceramide serum, ceramide boost serum with the super retinol moisturizer before you move to the high dose booster. So start with the moisturizer if you've never used a retinol before because it's super gentle but very, very effective. Then you can switch to the ceramide boost serum under the moisturizer, and that's kind of like double layering, so it's double the dose. And then, if that's okay, after a couple of months, switch to the high dose booster and you can add another moisturizer in on top. I would highly recommend, well, we have so many great moisturizers. Again, direct from the labs to our warehouse, probably a quarter of the price that you would pay at retail for something of the same quality. I am currently using Dr. Markey's Youth Balm night cream. Actually, you can use it in the day as well, but for me, who's a little oily, it's a little too rich for the day. So I'm using that, and of course, I'm putting a shot of Youth Balm serum into it, which he didn't recommend, but it feels so good. When I wake up, my skin looks amazing. So I'm just doing it because I can. So can you. You can, kind of go to town, mix and match. Just remember that retinol, always evening, SPF, always morning. All the rest you can kind of mix and match, but that's my particular routine. I hope that helps. I've had also, just want to remind everyone about retinol hand cream. So this is that time of year, right, where your hands start to look like somebody else's hands. It happens to me as well. And also you may see a little bit of sun damage coming up. So dark spots, pigmentation, lines and wrinkles, which just happen, right, over the years. And the key thing is to treat your hands like your face. So you can use a little vitamin A on your hands and your sunscreen on your hands in the morning. You can even use niacinamide on your hands if you want to put a few drops. In the evening, I highly recommend leaving a tube of this stuff by your bed. It's a Super Retinol hand cream. And you can leave it by your bed and then just put a little bit on at night. I'll tell you, after a month of that, your hands will have changed. But it is a nighttime hand cream. I believe we still have a little bit of Plantastic hand cream in stock. If you need a great daytime hand cream. But also what I found is that sometimes you can just use your face cream on your hands. You're using it on your neck. Your hands need to look as good as your face. Why not? So I would highly recommend all of those to take care of your hands. Remember also that your skincare should go down here. So if anybody has any more questions about the ABC SPF system, which remember, we're all doing this at least until December 25th. Then we'll take a week off if we need to, but why? And then we'll start again on January 1st, and we are going to look so good forever. So restock your stuff. Do not let it slip. Because I bet you will see, and if you are not seeing tremendous results already, I bet a couple more weeks of consistent application, you're going to see tremendous results, and you will be in love with how your skin looks. So just do it. Okay, next. I'm going to talk a little bit about retinol. And by the way, people have reported insane results with the Youth Balm cream. I think at the moment, it's got higher ratings than any other product on our website. Now, of course, it's new and there's that honeymoon period. But if you haven't, so good. And also, try it if you have these two. So if you have the Youth Balm serum and you have the Youth Balm cream at home, just try one night. Drop a little serum into the cream, massage it on. So good. Your face just feels like it's like a trampoline. It's pretty amazing. So, highly recommend. All right. What else are we talking about? We talked about the retinol hand cream. Lots of questions also about skin cycling, which seems to be very trendy. Skin cycling, people talk about not using too many exfoliating ingredients on their face at the same time because of course it interferes with your barrier and you need to have a strong barrier so that you don't dehydrate. Okay. If you're new here, I have lectured everybody about this probably a million times, so I'm going to keep it short, but we have a fantastic range of glycolic acids called Dr. Glycolic. There is a cleanser, which is a clay cleanser, amazing not only for oily skin, but also just once in a while in the morning, or sometimes if I've been traveling and I just haven't had all my Wonder Scrub and all the regular exfoliators and things with me, I'll come home from traveling and for some reason the first thing I always go to is a Dr. Glycolic cleanser. I kind of get in the shower and just Dr. Glycolic all over my face. The clay mask. And kind of let it sit there for a while. I also will then often use my cleansing brush, which I think is in my shower. It probably is because I had to use it this morning because my face was so puffy because I had a bit too much wine last night. Anyway, the Dr. Glycolic cleanser. We also have Dr. Glycolic peeling pads. Okay, so it's a jar with 5% peeling pads. They also have niacinamide in them and a couple of other ingredients, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but they're a complex of glycolic and other ingredients. And then we also have the Dr. Glycolic Glow Toner, also has niacinamide in it. So there are some synergistic ingredients and also some where if you use that, you won't necessarily have to use your niacinamide that day. But with a glycolic, you also want something that is barrier repairing, and that's why it makes it such a beautiful formula, that glycolic, because you're repairing with the niacinamide while you're exfoliating with the glycolic. Now, a lot of people worry about, well, should I be using glycolic or should I be using my super retinol? Remember, super retinol, ours is micro-encapsulated. Okay, so it is not like the normal retinol or everyday kind of, over-the-counter retinol formulas where it can make your face red or peeling, etc. We use in our super retinol formulas, which are made in Switzerland by one of Switzerland's best skincare labs. There's a patented ingredient in them, which is a micro-encapsulated liposomal retinol. So it makes the retinol, it coats the retinol in these little balls. When you put it on, you're not going to feel it stinging or burning. It doesn't make you red. It won't make you raw, but it's still working. You put it on, and it actually is like a vector delivery system that goes down into your skin. Okay, and then it slowly releases through the liposomal shell. Doesn't cause a problem. Okay. Nope, we're back. Okay, so it releases from its liposomal shell and the active ingredient is released slowly into your skin so you have no irritation whatsoever, but you have all the same fantastic renewing results of retinol. So with skin cycling, people are really worried that you're getting over exfoliation and that it's your skin barrier is going to be too compromised because you're using retinol and then you're using glycolic. Again, our retinol, right, is not a problem because the retinol is delivered deeper into the skin. So it doesn't cause your skin to be red and it doesn't really interfere with the barrier because it's slow release and it works deeper down. So you can combine, if you'd like to, with Dr. Glycolic as much as you want. And again, you know your skin better than anybody else. So if someone's giving you advice, it's good to take that advice in terms of what to start with or what to use if you're having a problem, but listen to your skin, right? You will find that if your skin is feeling super, super sensitive and you've been using both Dr. Glycolic and super retinol, maybe just lay off the Dr. Glycolic a little bit. Use it a little less often. If you've been using it 3 times a week, maybe use it once or use it twice, but you will feel what you need and you can adjust. And remember also, as the seasons change, okay, you need in the summer, probably a little more glycolic because it's more humid and you tend to have oilier skin or feels a little bit more oily. And so you probably want to bump up your glycolic use during the summer so that you don't break out, so you don't have clogging, so you don't build up blackheads. And then you probably want to, step back on it a little bit during the winter because you need more richness in your skin. You need more of those barrier oils and that will trap water in your skin. So common sense, don't second guess yourself. Usually you will have a good instinct for these things. If you need help, of course, we are on the end of DMs. You got Georgia, you've got Simone, you've got our whole Member Happiness team. And again, even if you're not a member, you can DM our Member Happiness team. DM us at Beauty Pie. We will provide advice for you on what to use, and you can come in and shop, even without a membership, but you do pay a lot more. You pay retail if you're not a member. So, okay, I hope that answers questions about all the retinols and about skin cycling. However, let me just go through again. The first retinol, if you've never tried one that you want to try, is the Retinol Night Moisturizer. Very, very gentle, great starter retinol. Only use it in the evening. Okay, then you would move up to the Ceramide Boost Retinol, Super Retinol Serum. And you could layer that under your moisturizer, okay? Then, as a step 3, if everything's good, you're loving it, and you want to move up even to a higher dose of retinol, you would switch then to the high dose booster. That's the one I've got in my sink because that's the one I use every night because I've been using it for quite a long time. And I actually use that underneath my Youth Balm cream with also a little bit of that serum mixed in, which I know isn't what Dr. Markey said. He said to put the serum on first, then the retinol, then the cream, but I'm just doing it my way like Frank Sinatra, and it's working for me, and that's okay for you guys too, to just mix and match. I want to talk about one more retinol product we get a lot of questions about, which is, actually two. I'm sorry, this is quite mucky. The eye cream, okay, Super Retinol Eye Cream, incredible for areas, lines and wrinkles around the eyes. You've got your encapsulated retinol. Also, you have hyaluronic acid in there, which is a plumping ingredient. Remember, hyaluronic acid, each molecule pulls in 1,000 times its weight in water, either from the surrounding area or from other areas in your skin that might not need it as much. Amazing for nighttime use only. Of course, if you're going to use a daytime a daytime eye cream, triple hyaluronic acid serum is amazing if you have any kind of hooded eyes, losing elasticity. The Uber Youth, incredible for dark circles. They're all great. But just remember, the retinol ones, only at night. Last retinol product I'm going to talk about, because we've got so much else to talk about, we're halfway through already, is the Overnight Skin Perfector. Now, this actually is gentle retinol. Triple smoothing infusion. It has caviar lime AHAs and hyaluronic acid. So this can be used once a week instead of your super retinol as sort of an overnight treatment. So you kind of pile it on a little bit thick, do the neck, do the chest. Make sure you do not forget about your chest, okay? And it peels, so it's got the caviar lime AHA in there, and at the same time, you've got your retinol, so you're not missing your nighttime A treatment. And it's got hyaluronic acid, so it plumps, and there's also a little bit of shea butter in there, so it's moisturizing. So maybe on a lazy night, when you're really busy, you clean your face. You don't have to exfoliate. You could spray with your mist if you're using mist post-cleanse, and then just slather on a giant layer of that. Go chest all the way up. You can afford it because these are, warehouse direct, and really take care of that skin cycling all in one, okay? Overnight, maybe once a week. All right. Hopefully that answers all the questions that have been coming in about retinols. Let me keep going. There are a million. So there's been a lot of excitement around Lash Fuel, which is a lash serum that we have procured from a brand in South Korea that is amazing. I'm trying to find it because I actually received a pre-production sample, 2 of them, yesterday. Very exciting. So I'm just going to show you. This means it's now probably getting onto a boat, which means it probably, depending on shipping times, which were a disaster during COVID, but have opened up a little bit. So excited about this. There we go. Probably sometime in late December, if everything goes according to plan. We're super excited about this because lash peptide serums are so expensive. You can use them, but then you kind of they're so expensive. The good ones are so expensive. This does not have any bimatoprost in it. It will not change the color of your irises like some. It will not cause any inflammation. It is a fantastic formula that they have agreed to private label for us, all of us at Beauty Pie. So that's 2. We'll probably should just sell them in packs of 2 because, of course, as you probably know, if you were around when the hair ampules launched, right? Hair cycles, okay? Lengthening the hair cycle so that the hair grows for a longer period of time and falls out for a shorter period of time. It takes a full hair cycle. So you kind of have to use everything for about a month before you see a real difference. This is actually a little bit faster. When I tested the original formula, I was like, wow, I actually saw a difference in probably 3 weeks. So we're really excited about that coming in. Everyone has been asking, so there it is. Probably wasn't supposed to show that, but I don't care. Next, let's talk hair. You may also find that as it gets colder, your hair is dry, okay? And so I wanted to just remind everybody about how incredible our shampoos, conditioners are. Number 1, I sometimes switch in the winter because my hair can get a little fuzzy now that I'm older. It has this kind of crazy fuzziness, often in the front, which is not pretty. So I sometimes switch to the blue. I call it the blue shampoo, right? The blue shampoo, I still often use the pink conditioner, but if you have thicker hair than me, you would use the blue shampoo with the blue conditioner. But I sometimes switch to the blue shampoo just to try and calm down the crazy area around my fringe or bangs if you're in America. Because this is more of a moisturizing shampoo. And it's got Color Plus amino acids, so if your hair's colored, it's safe for color-treated hair. Lusterplex Shine Enhancers, which is like a seal that coats your hair, so it also helps hold the color in, but then you also will, you also find that light reflects off your hair better. And then something called Moisture Plump G, which is an ingredient that will stop your hair from frizzing. So if you haven't, a lot of people have not or don't realize that we have incredible hair products. We also have an incredible, I actually ran out of it, and I was reminded this morning, it's like, oh my God, where is that blow dry spray? We have an incredible Heat Shield Coconut Blow Dry Spray, which will change the game for you if your hair is frizzy. So before you blow dry, I would highly, highly recommend trying that one as well. Detox shampoo is a lot of people's favorites. And this is, let's just say, if you are paying a lot for Olaplex, this has the same patented ingredient. This is the hair repair treatment. Same patented ingredient that's in Olaplex. It's not their patent, it is the ingredient's patent. So we are also able to use that ingredient, and this is the product that it's used in, and it's amazing. Gives your hair beautiful elasticity. I mean, it is like a seal. It gives your hair a lot of bounce, and you use that. I use it after my conditioner, so I'll use my blue shampoo. I then mix it with the pink conditioner because I have quite fine hair, and then I often use the repair treatment. If my hair's really dry, I use the blow dry spray when I've remembered to order it. I need to order that. So, just a reminder about shampoos and conditioners. And the hair mask, okay, so the hair oil, that sold out very quickly. And I just looked at the out of stock report. So we have this amazing 7 oil elixir, it's a 7 oil hair elixir. Incredible, from Italy. One of the best hair labs in Italy. And we didn't think about it properly when we forecast the quantity. We didn't realize that pretty much every single member would want to buy that. So we ran out in about 10 days. And we are desperately trying to get it back in stock for you. At the moment, on the out of stock report, it either said 2/6 or 6/2. I'm hoping what they meant was February, not June. Can't be June. So we are working really hard to get that back in. In the meantime, thank goodness, there is the hair repair mask, the Luscious Moisture hair treatment. Also highly, highly rated. Everybody seems to be loving it. We don't have a lot of it. So if you are interested in trying the hair mask before it runs out, I would grab a jar this weekend because I have a feeling it's not going to be around for long if it's anything like the hair oil. All right, we talked about ABC+SPF overnight, hair mask, detox shampoo. Ooh, now is also the time, everyone, to get a body scrub into your life. When the skin on your body starts getting really dry, which again, is like a November kind of thing, you need to remove the dead cells so that your moisturizer sinks in faster. So you can do that one of 2 ways. One would be with an acid type body product, which we are still working on getting back in stock, but some exciting news coming soon. Second is with a scrub. We have 2 incredible scrubs. One is called Soul Providers, and the other one is Super Healthy Skin Body Scrub in a white. So one's in an orange tub, one's in a white tub. Both are insanely great. I would recommend once, twice a week, before you get into the shower or the bath, you take a scoop of either on dry skin. That's the secret. Okay, so on dry skin, scrub around. Don't stand underneath the shower and let the water wash it off before it's done its thing. Okay, on dry skin, you take a scoop, You scrub around. I am not going to get naked and do this like some other people. I'm not doing that. I've seen it done, and I say bravo to those who get naked in their shower and show everyone how to body scrub. But I think we all know how. So I don't need to demonstrate, but do it on dry skin. If you're getting the Sole Providers one, you have to mix it up with the scoop that comes with it first, because the oil and the scrub separate. So just give it a good stir. And then if you're using the Super Healthy Skin, it's got Biomega oil. So I always call it Biomega because our omega-3 supplement is called Biomega, but it's got omega-3, 3 and 6 oils. And I mean, it's incredible. Just scrub all over. Use a little bit of a body wash in sensitive areas and areas that need soap. And then rinse. Amazing. Your skin will feel like you've been to a spa. The oil really sinks down into your skin. At the same time, you've lifted off all those dead cells. Do that once a week, and then in between, use your body butter or your Superdose C body cream if you've got pigmentation, or if you need a little bit of firming, or if the skin on your body is like a little, wrinkly or sun damaged. The Superdose C body cream is, or serum, actually it's more of a lotion. I'll show you. Hang on. Mine is here. I guess I'm admitting that the skin on my body has a little bit of sun damage. Although it doesn't have much, but I just want to prevent and look as good as I can. So anyway, that, amazing, awesome. But get yourself a body scrub. Everybody needs it. All right, what else are we talking about? I haven't even got to my list yet. I did have a bit of a hangover this morning. I had 2 glasses of wine. Normally, I have none. Sometimes I'll have one. I don't know what happened. Got a little bit, excited. And I must thank God for, number 1, the gua sha stone, which, if you do not have one, I don't even know if we have them in stock anymore, but we will be getting more because they're so popular. This wonderful, amazing stone, which you massage your skin with, and it's quite incredible, cooling, great for puffiness around the eyes. You should have seen me. It was not looking good. Second, Uber Youth Collagen Mask. If you have not tried the Uber Youth Sheet Mask, it also has a tremendous amount of serum inside. So you can use the mask and then use the serum anytime that your skin is puffy or you're dehydrated. Also absolutely incredible. All right, a couple of other reveals. We are testing out, due to popular demand, also kind of crazy on my countertop, LED masks, right? So, light emitting diodes, red light, really good for repair in the skin, collagen production, elasticity boosting. Blue light, very good for acne, healing, also very good with both of the light spectrums. So I have about 6 of these that I'm testing. I also put one on my kid last night, the blue light, because he's a teenager who can't use that. So we're quite excited that we will be able to get a very, very high quality product to Beauty Pie members for a lot less, because these are extortionately expensive. So we've been looking for a long time. A lot of the ones that you'll find on Amazon or on the internet can be a little bit cheap. So we really want the quality that we brought to you in the facial cleansing brush, same kind of quality, but in an LED mask. So we're testing a bunch of them, and we hope to have that available for you guys next year. Let me just put that down, and then I'm going to go through my other collection. Maybe just one more sneak peek. Exciting. Okay, so the Christmas store opens, I believe, next week, although I know not everybody shops for Christmas in November. We are also going to be letting loose the latest and greatest giant bag, which I don't have one of, but I will be in London next week, and I'm very excited to introduce the latest and greatest to those of you who are on the waiting list, because there are a lot of people, actually, unfortunately, about 3 times as many people on the waiting list as bags. So when that thing goes live, I probably will go live with it by email, so please watch your emails and set up something so that you know when email from Beauty Pie comes in, because those who are on the waiting list will get the email first and be able to shop for it before it goes live on the website. It will be on the website but not visible to everybody else. So if you've been waiting for it, you have first chance, but please make sure that you're watching your emails. It's either going to be Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday. Just want to do, even though I'm probably getting in trouble for this, I'm not going to show you everything. A little sneak peek of another one of our gift sets, which is so beautiful. Look at this. So easy to wrap if you even need to. Just stick a bow around there and a card on that. Look at that beautiful velvet bag. I'm not going to show what's in here, but it's quite exciting. Okay, check that out. And inside is some stuff. And I'm not going any further than that. But how exciting, right? And not only is there a black one, there's also a pink one with a green bag. So more information to follow. And those are Christmas gifts. We've got lots of them, so you don't have to worry too much, panic about when you're going to get them. Okay, let's go into a few other questions that we've had come in. And hopefully get through quite a few. I think I have covered everything that I'm supposed to cover this morning in terms of just products that everybody's been asking about. So let me talk first about a few hair product questions, and then I might turn the comments back on in 5 minutes or so, so have a little bit of time to answer questions that are coming through. So someone asked, how do you recommend incorporating the moisture treatment mask into a weekly routine? Depends how dry your hair is, depends how thick your hair is. If you've got fine hair like me, once a week. If you've got normal hair, once or twice. And then if you've got very, very thick hair, unruly, unwieldy, I would recommend using it as your conditioner. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, second question. What hair type is the mask suited to? I just answered that question. Can it be used on colored hair? Absolutely. Every hair product that we make can be used on colored hair because we assume almost everybody, even if you have beautiful silver hair, very often people are coloring gray and silver hair with little streaks of blonde just to kind of give it a warm tone. So we're going to assume that most people have colored hair. And yes, keratin treated hair, it can also be used on. And yes, it is sulfate free. All of our hair products are sulfate free. So no SLES, no SLS. What can you use to provide heat protection while drying and styling hair? I just answered that one, but I will answer it again. So coconut water, blow dry spray is amazing. Just grab that. It's absolutely fabulous. It gives your hair also like a really nice weight without it being greasy. It kind of makes it just feel fuller. It's like it absorbs water, but then traps it within the hair shaft so that it's not frizzy and your hair doesn't become unruly, but it becomes heavier and has like really beautiful swing, if swing is a word. Okay, what products can you recommend for a dry, flaky scalp? Niacinamide super drops. And also, if you do not or have not tried the renewed density hair ampules, you have niacinamide in there, but you also have zinc, and zinc is really, really good for the scalp. So if you have fine hair, or if you are losing hair, if your hair is thinning, or if your hair if your scalp is flaking, the renewed density hair ampules, these are incredible. Very, very expensive normally. If you buy these on the open market, it's a huge box. This should last you a couple of months. You can apply it every night for the first month and then go to maintenance maybe 2 or 3 times a week after that. They are absolutely incredible and they really, really work in terms of hair growth, but also do have that niacinamide and also have the zinc in there, which is great for hair loss, but also calming the scalp. Let's see, what products can you recommend for curly hair? Are silicones suitable to use on curly hair? So products recommended for curly hair, again, the mask, unfortunately the oil. Silicones are a personal choice. You can absolutely use them. Some people don't like them. It's sort of one of those things like parabens where they're perfectly safe in a formula, but some people don't like to have parabens in their formula. So really up to you. And what products can you recommend for fine hair? I would recommend the pink shampoo, the pink conditioner, and this hair repair treatment, which is absolutely incredible. All right, enough with the hair questions. See if I've got any others. What happened to the razors? Very good question. Supply chain issues happened to the razors. We have an incredible German engineered steel razor coming in. We're hoping February. Been chasing those for about a year and a half. And it's just getting boring to talk about. Products for spots on the back and the shoulders. Great question. Take the Dr. Glycolic Clay Cleanser, okay, and just massage it all over your back and shoulders. Leave it on for 20 minutes. Rinse it off when you're showering normal. You can use your normal shower gel on it. Then use the niacinamide super drops on the back and just rub them in. Make sure also that you don't have hair products in long hair, right, that are sitting on your back and shoulders all day. Very often, the reason that you're suffering from acne on the back and the shoulders is because there's something in your beautiful long hair or a little bit of hair oil, just natural hair oil, that's sitting on the skin and causing it to clog up. So pull your hair off your back and see what happens. And then also grab that Dr. Glycolic Clay Cleanser and use your niacinamide drops on that as well. Okay, I'm turning comments on to see if there's anything that has come up. Let's see. Comments should not be obscuring anything anymore. Let's see. All right, I'll keep talking and we'll see if there are any other comments that are coming in. Here we go. Niacinamide supersize, you said it. We love that niacinamide, but we have bought like 10,000 of them to get you a very inexpensive price. So we have to work through what we've got before we go to a large size. Hey, Nikki, I'm glad your order just arrived. I just placed an order. I know we're all excited about the LED mask. Ooh, can we talk about what was it we wanted to talk about? Hang on. Oh, I missed it. Okay. Can you use a high dose retinol booster? Can you use it for more than a month at a time? Yes. We have to change the instructions on the box. You can absolutely use it for more than a month at a time if it's totally fine. Was there an update on the lip crayon? Oh my God, the lip crayons. Let's talk about that. And the new perfumes. And then I've got to go, I think. Totally fine to use the high dose retinol booster for more than a month. If your skin's fine with it, no problem. Just keep going. Make sure, however, during the winter, you are really moisturizing on top of it because you might need it. Okay, perfumes. Perfumes, yes. We have men with ingrown hairs in their beard. Yes, absolutely. If you've got ingrown hairs in your beard or ingrown hairs anywhere, even waxing, bikini line, sometimes this happens, especially with men. If they're using like a triple blade, it sometimes pulls the hair, or if the hair's a little bit curly, it turns underneath. So number one, use an electric razor, right? Or a single blade. Do not use double or triple because that will pull the hair out and then it snaps back and goes under the skin. Prevention is the best medicine. Number two, get the oxygen mask. That is amazing for killing the bacteria that then causes those bumps around an ingrown hair. And niacinamide drops and Dr. Glycolic toner. Maybe alternate the niacinamide drops post-shave, Dr. Glycolic toner 3 times a week in the evening, mask, oxygen 2 times a week in the evening. Hope that helps. Gosh, there's so much to talk about. No travel candles. Sorry, Luriana, Lurily. No travel candles. Can't do them. Just too much. So, lip crayons. Someone is waiting, I know, for the lip sheer, the Shine Up lip crayons. We chased our Italian lab again last week because those lip crayons were supposed to be in August. I have not heard back from them. They must be having some kind of internal problems. But we are working on it. Sorry. In the meantime, have you tried the gorgeous Future Lipstick Luxe Shine formulas, which are equally beautiful, shiny, not quite as sheer, but very moisturizing and fabulous? Try that for now. Are we getting a more powerful retinol for the body? Maybe. Next year. New perfumes. We have 3 coming in. One is also in a body cream. They will be coming in for Christmas. And then the more popular of them will come back regularly. Remember with perfumes, we don't keep them in stock all the time because we can't afford to. So we bring them in. If you love them, buy 3 bottles. Remember, one bottle of our perfume is like a quarter of the price of what you would normally pay at retail. So if you love something, get 4 bottles or come back and buy 3, because we don't keep all of our fragrances in stock all the time. Just can't afford to do it. So we have 3 coming in. One, which is my personal obsession. Actually, they're all my personal obsession because I tested them and then forced everyone to agree with me that they were the best. But we all kind of reached the same conclusion. They're gorgeous. One is called Les Poésies des Chiffres. Thomas, who is in charge of marketing and organization of kind of what we call the go-to-market calendar, is going to he's French. He's going to teach us all how to pronounce that properly if we are not French or don't have great pronunciation. So we're going to have a class. La Poésie des Chiffres. It means the poetry of numbers. We are so excited about it. I don't want to describe it because I don't want you to have any preconceptions. But it is one of the most beautiful fragrances I have ever smelled. And completely obsession worthy, and it's also going to have a matching body cream. So good. Second one is a figure. I think it's Figure de Dalmatie. It's a fig from a particular fig tree. It's gorgeous. Also has a little bit of sandalwood, and just you spray it on, you kind of smell nothing, and then people keep telling you smell good. This is what happened to me. I would spray it on before I'd go skiing, and then I'd meet a friend, and she would always go, "Oh, you smell so good," and I actually didn't smell anything on myself. Every time I would wear it, people would tell me how good I smelled. And then I started trying it on other people, and God, they smell so good. So that is also, it's unreal. Yes, it is unreal, Emily, yes. The third one is Angelique's letters. So Les Lettres d'Angelique, another one that Thomas is going to help us pronounce. It's a little bit more of a bergamot. It's a sexy bergamot, kind of unisex. I'm so not prepared for answering the questions but I can smell them all just standing here, but I don't have the triangles. But they're all really, really beautiful. We also have a beautiful kit, which has 5 different fragrances in it if you want to try the small ones, including a couple of other ones so that you can carry them around. I think I have to go. I gotta go. Thank you for joining me this morning. Oh, I don't have any tissue to hide a product in the bag because I shipped out a couple of ashwagandha and turmeric bottles in my last bit of beauty pie tissue. I have some. Hang on. Everybody, you have to guess after I post. Excuse me, it's going to be very loud. After I post. This is going to be a product that I talked about with love today. After I post this video, you got to guess what is in here. And somebody who is right is going to win it. Okay, but wait until I post this video up. All right? This is the green bag puzzle, but this is maybe too long to go in the green bag. That's a hint. And this is something that I really love. And look at the shape. That is a hint. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Love being here with you as always. And see you soon.